Hi, everyone. Welcome to Live Chat Tuesday number 9 with my special guest star, Connie from Just Another Stitch.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
How are you today, Connie?
I'm doing good.
Good.
We had some excitement last night.
Tell me about it.
Well, at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, we get a knock on the door. And, it kind of scared us. And every now and then late at night, you'll get, some random person knock on your door. And you don't know why. It's creepy.
Yeah.
We think, a lot of people think it's people looking to try to break into houses and stuff. So, I'm telling Frank, it's like, ask who it is before you answer the door. And whenever he asks, they say the police. And it's like, what? What's going on,
Yeah.
And, well, evidently our neighbor called the police because there was this random car parked right across the street from us.
Oh.
On the side of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw them, I guess, come around the corner. And then they backed in. And I don't know. To me, I didn't find it was that suspicious. But he thought it was. I think he saw one person leave the vehicle, but he didn't see the other person. He said there were two people. So he called the cops, and the cops were asking if we knew anything, and we're like, no. But sometimes people at that business will park on the side, especially on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing I was thinking car problems, which that's what it was, because we saw the people back today trying to get the car started. So
Well, that's good. I see there's 3 people here. I just want to say welcome. Please leave us a comment if you wouldn't mind. And if you're watching this on a replay, feel free to answer any of the questions. Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
And we also have the 500 collab giveaway going on still. It will end the 21st. And all the channels taking part will draw their winners on the 21st. So get your entries in.
Hi, Leila.
Hi, Leela.
And Trudy.
And let's see. Oh, the 25th is my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday coming up.
I will be going live on the 25th, which is a Friday. So I'm going to call it Friday Birthday Live or Night Birthday Live or something. So I'll have to go live on my birthday.
And I see, I'm trying to remember how to say their name. It was Brownwin. Bronwyn, that's it.
Bronze, the metal bronze. It's
yeah. Hi, Bronwyn. How are you today?
Thank you, Brenda, also. So how is everyone?
I knew they had told me how to pronounce their name before, and I was like, I couldn't remember it. I'm like,
yeah, it's okay. We all make mistakes. Hi, Angela.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
Wooden skewers? Do you know what that is, Connie?
I think she's referring to she's trying to knit her first beanie, and I think she used some skewers or something because she didn't have double pointed needles.
Well, that's interesting. Thank you, Bronwyn. Well, Tom, I don't know if you saw my video yesterday. Tom got bit by something or stung by something, and his left cheek is swollen up. It's gone down a tiny bit, but I'm kind of worried. I don't want it to be an abscess, like say a tooth that's infected. It's so close to his little brain. I'm afraid that, if it was an abscess, I don't want the infection going to his brain. I'm just hoping that something stung him instead of an abscess.
See, I would think he got stoned. That's what it looked like to me.
Now, his eyelid was swollen also, but it's starting to go down. So, well, not his top eyelid, the bottom one, but it's gone down a little bit. So I think he's getting better, and he's actually meowing some. So, hi, Brenda. Welcome
Hey,
in.
Brenda.
And then I finally found out what Missy the chicken is, her breed. One of my wonderful subscribers let me know the two breeds it could be. And I looked up both of them, and I found out Missy is a New Hampshire red chicken. I was so happy. Because I didn't know what she was. I could figure out the rest of them, but I couldn't. When I searched chickens and their breeds and stuff and the colorings, I could never figure out what she was.
They were gobbling down on that watermelon.
They love it. They love it. Hi, Deanna. Welcome in.
Hey, Deanna. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Deanna. Thank you, Brenda. I hope he feels better soon, too. No, I haven't given him any kind of medicine. See, I don't know if it's actually a bee sting or not, so I didn't want to give him anything, and it hurt him. I know it probably wouldn't, but I'm very careful about medicine, about myself, giving myself stuff, so I try to be very careful about giving it to the cats, too.
And like some human medicine you can't give to pets.
Mm-hmm. It may not be an abscess. My kitty had one several years back on his cheek, and it got really bad and had to have a drain put in for a week. Oh, Deanna's good and back from vacation. Well, did you have a good vacation?
Did you find me in your trunk? I always say when people go on vacation, I'm going to sneak in their trunk and they'll find me there.
So what's everyone working on?
I'm knitting my on my shawl today.
Awesome. I don't know if I can reach. I'm still working on your scarf.
Ooh, nice.
I got 50 rows done. So now I just drug out a whole bunch of string.
Yeah, yesterday I was crocheting sea turtles and starfish.
Aw. Did you finish your blanket?
Mm-mm.
No. You just decided to do something different.
Well, I rotate.
Ah.
On Fridays, I work on my temperature blanket. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I work on crochet.
Mm.
And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I work on knitting.
Okay. Bronwyn says, I'm making a giant granny square with pipsqueak yarn.
Nice.
I'm not even sure if I know what pipsqueak yarn is. I'm going to have to look that up. It kind of sounds familiar. Okay. I don't know if we have any Claritin here or not. I will have to look. Well, I'm going to go ahead and ask our first question. What is your favorite flavor of tea? It can be hot or cold tea.
You froze up, Crystal. Okay, you're fine now.
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
You froze too.
Oh, you just froze again.
Uh-oh, I just blinked out. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay. My internet is coming up with the signal, so maybe it's getting weak. Uh-oh. We just both blinked out.
Okay. You're kind of getting
Okay.
blurry now.
I think we're both okay. Okay, well, you want to go ahead and answer?
Okay, I would go with peach or peach mango. Those are my favorites. I also like the vanilla chai tea. I
Mm-hmm.
like putting that with like some almond milk and some stevia and heat it up. That's really
Yeah.
good. Or you can just use a
Sounds
regular
good.
milk. And I've done that with
Yeah.
caramel tea, like the caramel tea too. And I
Mm-hmm.
also like mint tea. That's another one I like. And I've done that sometimes with the almond milk too.
I don't know if I've ever had mint tea.
Oh, it's
That might be
good.
something I have to look into. I love mint. Well, my favorites are raspberry, cherry, and peach. And Deanna likes spiced chai. That's pretty good too. I think Mama has some apple flavored chai
Spice
tea.
chai is my favorite.
What?
Spice chai is my favorite.
My mom's sitting over there. She says spiced chai is her favorite too. And Brenda likes licorice root tea. I don't think I've ever had that before. A new one. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, I know sometimes like I'll have people send me tea samples and sometimes you get to try some interesting like different teas. Like especially
Mm-hmm.
whenever I was real active on Hot Coupon World and we would do
Mm-hmm.
all our mailings on that site, I would get tea samples all the time.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, on Saturday when we went to DeRitter for the Dollar General clearance, I found 2 boxes of tea and they were like, I want to say $1.30, and they were like $3 and something originally. And or maybe even less than that, I'm not really sure. But it had 5 different flavors. It was cherry, raspberry, peach, blueberry, and I don't remember the other one. But I've drank 2 different flavors so far,
I know
and
that. Oh, sorry.
it's okay. Go ahead.
I know there's a brand that makes like some dessert teas. And like I think they have like blueberry. I can't remember all the flavors or the brand, but like I've always wanted to try those. But like they don't sell them in my area. And they're so expensive to get online.
Brenda says she got licorice root from a health food store and then put it in a little tea egg. I guess that's like one of them balls that you put the loose leaf type stuff in. She says simple and good. So it's kind of like loose leaf tea type stuff that you would do. Okay.
I didn't know they
Well,
had like a
that's
tea egg because like I've I've seen the loose tea and I've seen where some people just put it at the bottom of the cup, and I'm just like,
mhm.
but the egg makes sense. Then you don't have to worry about it just getting in your sip.
Yeah. Orange spice is really good for as as for cold tea. I like just plain tea, no sugar. Usually, if Mama makes regular decaf tea and it's already been in the fridge, I won't add no sugar. But if it's hot tea, I add a little bit of sugar because the longer it steeps, the more bitter it gets. So I'll add a little bit of sugar in that. But other than that, I don't drink sweet tea too often. I drink enough sugar in my coffee. I don't want to be diabetic before I'm 50.
I use stevia for my sweetener.
Yeah, that's what Mama, she uses the stevia, but it's Truvia, I think is what it is. She uses that. You want to go ahead and ask a question?
Okay, this is a fun one. And I actually asked this one on my live yesterday, but I love this question and I wanted to see some different answers to it. So, if you were in a high speed chase, what song would you want blaring on the radio? And I would go with Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi or Born to Be Wild. And how about you, Crystal?
Um, let's see. Wasn't that Born to Be Wild from the Terminator also?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Do you remember what song they had in Terminator 1? Bad. Bad, something like that.
Bad to the bone.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, one of the answers I got was the bad boy, what you gonna do when they come for you?
Yeah.
That was one that someone had answered.
That
And
sounds
hey,
nice, Teensy. Hi, Teensy.
she wants to know what's going on with y'all. I had the popo knocking on my door last night. My neighbor called the cops because there was a mysterious car parked across from us, and he thought it looked suspicious. So the cops were asking if we knew anything about the car.
Well, I've just been crocheting. That's technically all. And trying to catch up on TV shows that recorded over the last week. Me and Momo both watch The Curse of Skinwalker Ranch. And
I love that show.
we had 3 weeks worth of episodes. So 3 episodes. We were backed up. And it records tonight, so we're all caught up now.
Oh, tonight should be the season finale of Cruel Summer.
I'm waiting on it.
I may try to catch it. I may try to catch it when it plays tonight.
Yeah.
If I don't forget. But I have it set to record, so
Yeah. And let's see. There's another show that me and my mom watch. It's called Roswell, New Mexico. It's kind of like the reboot of the old Roswell with that came in the late 90s. And it comes on the CW. That's supposed to start up, I think, sometime this summer. Don't know exactly when. So that'll be coming up. Discovery of Witches is fixing to start back up on the 27th. Which they already had season 2 on AMC Plus already, but they're at least bringing season 2 to TV. So I'm kind of happy about that. We started watching season 1 and got the first episode of season 2 on TV, and then that was it. They didn't play anymore. You had to go to AMC Plus to watch the episodes. So now they're bringing the rest of season 2 to TV, and I'm really excited.
Oh, I thought you were talking about season 4. I thought you were talking about season 2.
I haven't. So don't tell me what happens. I don't want to know yet.
I'm not.
Yeah, most of my favorite shows are on break right now. They're in between seasons.
Yeah.
I'm ready for them to start back up though.
Did you ever watch the TV show Manifest about the disappearing airplane that came back 5 years later?
I started to watch it. Like I watched the beginning of it,
Uh-huh.
but like I don't know, it started kind of getting too out there, and I kind
It's
of
really good. You should go back and give it a try. They just finished their last episode for season 3, and I looked online. They have not renewed or canceled it yet, and they've just left a big old cliffhanger for season 3. And I'm like, please don't kill the show. Every time I get into a show and I really really love it, they cancel it. But it was really good. This season's been crazy. Can't watch some of new shows. People too young. Yeah. What movie is she talking about?
I think she's talking about Cruel Summer, but it's not
Oh, okay.
actually a movie. It's a little drama series.
Yeah, but it's been good.
And then the the next season of This Is Us is going to be the last season.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna miss that show. I liked it.
That was kind of like the same thing with The Magicians. When they brought in season 5, they said this is the final season. I mean, I was like, oh, really? And they kind of left some stuff hanging, and I was like, that's kind of sad because it didn't give closure to certain things. But I'm hoping one day they'll come back and make a movie and finish up all what they kind of left out in the open or not, no closure on. So,
I know I don't like when they don't give closure.
yeah.
But like on This Is Us, they showed kind of a clip of something that's coming, and it was like a real shocker.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of curious what goes down with that.
That'll be interesting. All right. I guess we'll move on to the next question. What is your favorite cafe?
Favorite what?
Cafe, like a little cafe restaurant, CAFE.
So which one's yours, Crystal?
We have a family owned and operated, it's called City Hall Cafe. And they make everything kind of homemade, and I really like it.
In my town, we have Cafe Mosaic, which is it's more of a coffee shop than like, they just basically serve like some dessert type food. But well, they may have a little bit of a menu, but they have really good coffee there. Like I mean, you can do pretty much any combination of flavors, and so that's really good. And as far as like a sit down place, I guess maybe Ronnie's Cafe. They
Okay.
have like they have good seafood and stuff.
And Teensies is Lee's in Leesville, famous for their pies. What is your favorite pie that you get from them?
Ooh, pie.
We stopped off at a little cafe in, what is that town? Woodville, I think. Anyway, or it might have been Woodville. It was on the other side of Newton, so I think it's Woodville. And it was a little cafe called Elijah's, and everything was handmade. The fries were cut fresh. Now the pie was not homemade, but their cobblers were. They had two kinds. They had peach and blackberry.
Blackberry.
One of our family friends got the blackberry, and my grandmother got the peach, and they said both of them were very good. And we stopped and ate there, and everything that we got was really good.
I'm trying to think of some good little places me and Frank have gone to. I can't really think of anything.
Well, I like your background today. It's really pretty.
Thank you. Hold up. I went the wrong way.
That is pretty.
Thank you.
I don't have a green screen. You got to have a piece of green material or something behind you to do that. I don't have no way to put that up behind me. Mama goes, well, why don't you put up a picture like that behind you? I don't have anywhere to put green material. I mean, my mom. Sorry.
I know. I think it was either Monday or Saturday. I was gonna wear my alien hat on my live, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I can't do it. It has green in it. I'm waiting for one day I forget and wear a green shirt, and like I'm like invisible right.
You don't look like just a floating head.
Maybe I should do that just to give people laughs.
Brenda says her favorite closed down. It was called Paulette's Country Kitchen. They had great Ortega chili, Swiss cheese, roast beef sandwiches, like French dip. So good.
Ooh, a roast beef sandwich. Ooh, that would be good. Me like some roast beef sandwich. I'm taking orders. Just have it sent to my house. No.
I mostly eat turkey on sandwiches. Now, like if I go to Subway, that's a different story. I'll get me like pepperoni and pepper jack cheese and some veggies. And then sometimes I'll get turkey or salami, not turkey and salami, pepperoni and salami. Um, but here at the house, I'll just make turkey sandwich.
My favorite from Subway is the sweet onion chicken teriyaki.
I've had that. Yeah, it's pretty
I also
good.
like the meatball sub.
I've never had that one. Trey has, my brother. He likes it.
And then like the steak and cheese. Those are usually the ones I tend to get from there.
It's your turn to ask a question, I think, right?
Okay, let's see. Have you ever been anywhere mysterious where I don't think I have? I can't think of anything. But I figure some of y'all would have a good answer for this. So have you, Crystal?
Um, I don't think I have been anywhere mysterious. Now, when me and my mom were into like taking pictures of trying to catch orbs, which are, balls of light, we would go after it got dark to different cemeteries. Now, that can be kind of mysterious and scary, I guess.
Hey, Heather. But no, there's a lot of places I would love to go. Like I would love to go like to the Myrtles, where they tend to like people see orbs and ghosts a lot there. And
Yeah.
like I would love to go to like Area 51, try to find me an alien. Or the I think it's Area 15 is the other one.
I've never heard of it, so
My brother went recently. I think it was called Area 15. I think it was in Wyoming. And that's where he got his alien driver's license.
Heather says, mysterious. Does Stanley Hotel count? Think Stephen King's The Shining.
Yeah, that counts. And anything with mystery behind it.
Now, I just thought of a place. We stopped there, but we did not take the tour or go inside. The jail, the Gothic jail in DeRidder, where I took the pictures of it, that you can do a tour, and they have tours on Halloween, and supposedly people see the spirit of the jailer from the early 1900s. I think that would be kind of neat to go in and explore. So yeah, I think it was built in 1914 or 1915, if I remember correctly. And there was two people that they have a spiral staircase, and two people got hung off there. So it's called the Hanging Jail nickname. Did you have any experiences when you stayed?
Ooh.
Oh, there was a movie theater here that I used to work for on the weekends. And there was one time me and this other girl were cleaning, and we could hear whistling. Me and her were the only two there. We heard whistling. We did not know where the heck it was coming from. And then when we finally found the area, it was like coming from the bathroom. And we're like, what the heck? Is there somebody in there? So we walk in and it stops. And we don't hear it the rest of the night. And there was one time on Halloween, me and a different coworker were cleaning this one theater. And it's like you could hear somebody say, no, with your ears. It was kind of creepy. I really felt uneasy in that theater. I mean, it creeped me out really bad. It always felt like eyes were watching me from the back where the projection area is up top. It always felt like eyes on me, and I hated going up and having to turn the lights off before I left, because you go up a flight of stairs and then that's where all the light switch are. And I would run down those stairs after turning the lights off. And then when I would shut off the lights for the lobby, I would run out the front door. It was a very creepy place. Hi, Tracy. Welcome in.
Sorry. Hi, Tracy.
So that is another mysterious, creepy place. There was other experiences too, but I'm not going to go into those.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, Teensy the Myrtles.
Yeah, I heard about that one. I used to watch a lot of Ghost Adventures. Zach and his crew, and I think they've been there. They've been to several. I mean, they've had like 23 or 24 seasons worth before I think they completely went off the Discovery Channel, or not the Travel Channel. And repeat your question for Tracy.
Have you ever been anywhere mysterious?
And they have investigated, but half of that stuff, I believe, like all the ghost hunting shows are half made up. They go off script or, off a script, I mean. And there's stuff planted for them to find, but sometimes they'll get EVPs that are real and stuff like that. But it's really hard to believe half the stuff that they find, but it's still fun to watch. Ghost adventures, you mean, Brenda?
They're creepy and they're crawly.
Heather says, I've been to a graveyard that is several hundred years old as well. A lot of stones were so weathered that the names and dates were gone. Wow. And she agrees, I'm guessing, with the theory about the ghost hunting shows. Huh. Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte. I'll have to look and see if I can find that movie. Scary Stories with Tom McDonald. Huh. I'll have to look that up too.
Things that make that go boo in the night.
I mean, I do love watching ghost hunting type shows. It's just really hard to buy into what all evidence they find. Now, the TAPS team, back when it was Ghost Hunters or something like that, they never would admit, oh, this place is haunted or this place is not haunted. It was always, we don't have enough information or we don't have enough proof that it is. That happened more times than, oh yes, this place is definitely haunted. So,
But yeah, you get around me, the subject turns to ghosts and aliens.
huh.
But that kind of reminds me too of on Lifetime they're doing this series called Cellmate Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
And you think like they make it out like, ooh, you're gonna find out some stuff about like proof that these people did the crimes. But but they really don't have hardly anything. It's like nothing that big
Mm-hmm.
that comes out, and it's like, oh, I'm wanting some good dirt,
Yeah. I have not watched Stranger Things. I do not have a subscription to Netflix. So, no, I have not watched it.
Oh,
Aliens are a popular topic right now. Haha. Yes, they are.
Oh, you know of a good movie that's about to be playing on Lifetime. It's called
Mm-hmm.
The Doomsday Mom. It's about I think Lori Valor, I think was her name. And this is based on a true story
Hmm.
where this the woman ended up killing her two kids.
Oh.
And like she would never say like where her kids were. Like the
Mm-hmm.
cops would question her, and then they finally found the kid. But like you have to watch the movie or like look it up on like true crime channels because the movie's probably gonna kind of you know not tell the whole true story. They'll kind of make their own conclusions. But I'm excited to watch that movie.
Bear says, we lived in an old mining area from Canada or California. I'm not really sure. Gold rush days. We have a few old hotels that are known for being haunted. The Holbrook Brook in Grass Valley and the National Hotel in Nevada City are cool. Okay, since it's Nevada, I'm guessing it would be California. Anybody check out Mr. Ballin YouTube channel since the last time we talked about this? I don't think so. I don't know.
I haven't yet. I just wrote it down to remember to check it out. Because if I don't write it down, I'll forget about it.
Yeah. Okay. Now, one other show my mom used. Okay, she does say yes, California. Okay. Because CA is also Canada, so I wasn't real sure. But once I saw where you said Nevada, I was like, yep, that's California. My mom loves. Now it just went out of my head. Caught on Camera. What is that show? I think it is like Caught on Tape or something, Caught on Camera. I don't. Strangest Things Caught on Camera. I'm not really sure. I can't remember the full name, but it shows some like stuff that people got from either a camera that is outside their house or stuff like that. Have any of you guys ever experienced a ghost close to you? The feeling of a ghost close. I've actually, supposedly when you feel like, say on your arm, you get chill bumps and you get a sensation of one side being cold, say just this side or just this side, supposedly there's someone standing next to you that's in your aura or something like that. So I've had that kind of feeling. Like get chill bumps on just my arm or just my leg, one leg, or maybe one small spot. Like say if it felt like right here, not my whole arm, something like that, then yes. But there's no proof that we have that is really a ghost.
I've never experienced anything, and I wish I would. Granted, it probably scare me so bad that I probably pee in my pants.
There was one time I was walking down the hall and I was going to turn on the light to walk down it. And there is a orb probably about this big. It was a white, bright ball of light. And it moved like this far, which, like that. It went and it was gone. And it was close to my door. And it freaked me out. And I kind of turned and I looked towards the living room and I said, Trey, did you use a flashlight or anything just a second ago to shine it down the hall or something? And he goes, no, I did not. And I could not figure out what would have made that. So the only thing I can think, it was some kind of orb of light. That's freaked me out. Hi, Tracy. Trying to see what we missed.
Teensy, oh, what area that happened with the bayou?
Aw, Heather, that's so sweet. My cat Itzy, when she passed away, I dreamed about her 2 different times when I could not find her. That is kind of neat. that your cat came to say goodbye. I think mine came and said goodbye to me in my dream, like her spirit came and said goodbye through the dream. But that is pretty cool. Dude, in 1974 just appeared for 30 plus years. The bayou got low in 2011, and there sat his car with him in it. He had ran off into the bayou and died. Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what area that happened in. Bayou Rapids. I don't think I heard that one.
Oh, gardenias bloom at times they shouldn't. When be blooming. When I have stress or upset or just need it, blooms like one bloom in dead of winter at times. That's interesting, Teensy. Tracy, he had died that morning. We knew he was sick at the vet, but we didn't know he had died yet. When we were on the road trip, and when you were on a road trip, same dream, both wake up feeling his. Aww. And like his weight where he had curled up next to us in the dream. It was surreal. Aw, that is awesome. I had a similar kind of experience, but nothing like that. Um, 2 days before my grandpa died, I saw a scorpion. And usually that kind of means trouble. And my mom dreamed about a scorpion the day he died. And a couple of weeks before that, I had this really weird dream. My grandmother had was driving for some reason to go talk to my grandfather, and she had gotten a car wreck. But in my dream, it was like it wasn't really about her. It was more about my grandfather later on. And then when he died, I had woke up about, I think, 11, and I had this really weird feeling, and I kept thinking, oh my God, my grandmother's gotten in a car wreck. That kept coming into my mind. And then about 2 o'clock, my mom calls me, which several people had called throughout the day from early morning, not early morning, but mid-morning to about 2. And the last one to call was my mom, and she said, Pawpaw passed away. And it was like as soon as I had woke up at 11, I had this really weird feeling. And I think that was when he had passed. And it was kind of weird. But I always think I've heard my dog bark, my dogs that have passed away, but never believed it was real, but woke me with a good reason. Front door was open, don't know why, but saved me. Aw. My daughter had a judge, white cat, Cotton. He curled around her neck several days before she'd get sick every time. Aw. Yeah, cats supposedly know. Cats and dogs can sense a lot of different things, whether a person is getting sick, whether they are sick, whether they're fixing to die. You know, they can sense spirits, supposedly. You know, dogs that are barking at something, say they're looking at the corner of the room and barking, but you're looking and nothing's there. They're sensing something. So, yeah. I have had a few dreams, but not many. My mom has actually dreamed of my grandfather being in the hospital a couple of weeks before he actually went into the hospital. Um, which that was kind of like a warning. One time he had congestive heart failure. I think it was 2 weeks, and then we got a call in the middle of the night, and he had to go to the hospital. We Then she had another one, and it was about 6 weeks before that, and that's when he had to get a pacemaker put in.
Hey, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Welcome in. Yeah, so true, Tracy. Sometimes people's sixth sense, will trigger. Sometimes they won't. I have ran into several times where I could have gotten a car wreck, and I kind of just knew something was off, or did not go at a light, or, just did not do certain things. And then I did. And then, I could have gotten a wreck and didn't, or did get in a wreck because I went. So sometimes you have to listen to the little nagging feeling inside. Congrats on posting your videos, Melissa, sorry. My list sometimes gets in the way.
I'm going to add you to my list of people to shout out for Thursday. So you'll be on my video.
There was somebody emailed me, Breeze Crochet Corner or Yarn Crochet Corner, something
About
like that.
Pamela. Yeah.
Are you going to give Pamela's? Okay. I'm just going to mention her channel on my Thursday video.
Yeah, she had emailed me.
Okay, yeah, I got her email too.
I'm going to have a lot of shout outs on my Thursday video. I think this makes 15 now.
Wow. Do you have a nickname? I don't have a nickname.
Me either. I don't have one.
I mean, some of my friends would call me Chris, but nobody calls me that anymore. That was only in high school.
And I mean, there's no real way to shorten Connie.
Con? That would sound terrible. Makes me think of Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, but it's spelled different. Or a con artist, or an ex-con, that would not be a great nickname for you at all. So
now Frank, well, Frank is actually his nickname. His name is actually Franklin.
Oh, okay.
And then, now growing up, his grandma and stuff would call him Frankie, but he don't really like being called Frankie.
Heather says, I do not have a nickname. Before, when my husband and I were just work colleagues, he would call me Kiddo, which I thought was super endearing. But now that we're married, it's kind of weird. You want to go ahead and ask a question?
Okay, let's see. What is your favorite amusement? I'm getting tongue-tied. What is your favorite amusement park ride you have ever been on? And for me, it would be at Blue Bayou. They have this ride where you're on this little boat thing, and it goes up, real steep up, and then it comes back down, and you're kind of in it's in water in a sense. So when you come down, the water kind of splashes on you. And And I love that ride. I like the like where you hit, where you went across the water at the end and it splashed.
I don't know if I have a favorite ride. I haven't been to many amusement parks really, so I've been to a fair that they had rides.
Well, those are
Um,
amusement
yeah,
rides.
and it was like the little boat that goes like this, and it
Oh,
goes
that
up,
scares
up,
me.
down. Those are scary, but I do like them.
And even the boat one was
And
even
oh,
the
sorry.
boat one. I'm sorry, the boat one was even scary. The one coming down.
Hmm.
Which I get scared easily with the rides. Which it kind of it did still scare me, but I like the water factor, so it kind of canceled it out for some reason. But
Melissa says my aunt is the only one who calls me Mitzi. Brenda's is Brenda Bear or just Bear. Tracy is Daisy. Her channel will be called Tracy Daisy. That's cool, Tracy. Teensy is Junebug, or her daughter is Junebug Jr. That's cute. Melissa and Tracy are both saying they'll be right back. Soaring over California in California Adventure Park. It's a 4D ride through California. Pretty cool. Teensy says any ride at Disney or Universal. And I've never been to either one of those. I've been to Six Flags Astro World. I've been to Splash Town, which is like around the Woodlands area. I've been to SeaWorld in Austin. And I think there's another one, but I can't remember it. So
I keep hearing a noise and I can't figure out what it is.
what does it sound like?
Kind of sounds like a crinkling. I don't know.
That?
Maybe, but it sounded like it came from my house. So
Oh. Maybe it's your cats getting
it
into
could
some
be.
paper.
They could be into something.
Me and Mama were going through some of the books that we had, and we found this crochet book, 150 weekend crochet projects. And I thought that was kind of neat. I think it's an older, that light there. I love that little cat. Um, Laura Scott. I want to see if I can find a date on this thing. Well, and I think this is copyright in 2000, so this is at least 21 years old. But it's still kind of brand new. I mean, it smells brand new. So I had it actually sitting out because if I needed to sit back because of my knee, I could set this on the couch and put my mouse there.
But did you see that little alien amigurumi pattern that I had posted on my Facebook page a while back?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna have to make that eventually.
I'll have to go look at it after the live. Heather says it's a ghost or an alien. I think I'll probably make the cat at some point. It is cute. Let me see if I can find the actual page it's on. Toys. Oh.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. Welcome in. I don't know. Is that a kitty purse?
You could always make outfits for your cat.
But let's see what that one looks like. 128.
Make your cat's little cute outfits.
Oh, it is. It is a cat purse.
Ooh, a purse. Ooh, I like that.
I think I will have to make that. That is cute.
I go sporting a cat purse.
There is a lot in here. Well, of course, 150 different projects, but this has like craft sale favorites, weekend wearables, toys for tots, easy home decor, every holiday, and crochet a Merry Christmas. So there's all different kind of stuff in this book. So that's, I didn't even know we had this, really. I just got it from under the TV in the living room. So I could put my mouse on it if I needed to just sit back. I'm going to have to really go through that one now. How are you doing, Ricola? Or should I say Crystal?
You know, I always think of the cough drops when I see Ricola pop up.
Yeah.
Ricola!
Oh, Crystal, I did an unboxing of the gift I got from you, and I just wanted to say thank you in case you hadn't seen the video. So I really like those little mini yarn cakes. Those are cute, and I love the cup. And I've already put your sticker on a notebook that I have, and I love the little hank of yarn. That is just awesome. So I just wanted to say thank you again. I think it would be very hard to make a little bitty hank of yarn to make it twist right. I have trouble twisting regular hanks of yarn. They end up sometimes wonky, and it's like, that don't look right. So I keep trying to twist it and then rewrap it. So Tracy says, so sorry, y'all, someone at my door. Okay. It's okay, Tracy, take care of what you got to. And I have the phone here because as soon as I started up StreamYard, a phone call came. And I hadn't gone live yet, but I just said, well, I might as well keep the phone here because a lot of spammers call, and might as well just keep it right here in case they do call.
Yeah, my phone was ringing not that long ago.
We usually get ones that are like, your car's warranty is out of service, or you won, what is that? Publishers Clearinghouse. You're right.
Or the ones that try to get your information.
Yep, like Amazon. If you do not do this, and then your Amazon account will be charged your Amazon Prime account will be charged $99.99. Well, I don't have Amazon Prime, so that can't happen.
I think a lot of times some of those they're pre-recorded. They don't even say your name, so how do you know you're talking to the person you need to talk to?
Exactly. What are you ladies working on today? I am actually, let me see if I can get it again. Pull the line of yarn over here like I'm using a fishing pole. This is Connie's scarf. I'm test knitting or test crocheting the pattern, and this is maroon instead of the red because I did not have enough red to actually do the project with. So she said it was okay that I could use the maroon, but it's your patriotic dream scarf, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was what it was called. So that's what I'm currently working on.
I think it's called. I called it red, white, and blue patriotic dream scarf. I
Okay.
think that's. But yeah, once my testers are done, then it'll be going up in my Ravelry store, and I will also be doing a pattern giveaway for it.
I plan to do as it gets closer to my birthday. I'm going to do a pattern giveaway for about 5 or 6 people, and they'll probably get both of my newest patterns in my shop. Actually, I think that's what I'll do on my birthday live. I'll do small giveaways on the live.
Yep. And I'm working on knitting a shawl right now.
The circular shawl, you mean? She goes, I'm Canadian, so I would just do it in red and white.
And really, with my scarf pattern, you don't actually have, if you would get the pattern, you don't actually have to do red, white, and blue. You can go with whatever colors you want.
Yeah. Tracy, if you're talking about the circular shawl that I finished, then I have not done a tutorial on it yet. Okay, yeah, I have not done a tutorial on it yet. That will be coming pretty soon. And the soap bar bag tutorial will be pretty soon, at least within the next month. It takes a lot of space on my phone to do tutorials, so I have to do little bits at a time and then put them on my computer to actually record. Because if I record more than 20 minutes worth of a video, I can't convert it on my phone with my editor on my phone. So that's the only bad thing. I don't have enough space to do a full tutorial on anything. So that's why it also takes me so long to get tutorials out after I've released a pattern.
You froze up again, Crystal? Oh, now you're back. Now you're back. I'm sorry I'm coughing, y'all.
It happens. It's okay. I'm not good at reading patterns. I'm a visual learner. At first, I was a visual learner, and then I would buy a pattern and then watch a tutorial, which was the very first one I think was one of Bagaude's patterns. And what I did was I took the pattern, watched the video at the same time, so I knew how to do a pattern, understand a pattern. And that's what helped me. I can, what am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought completely. That's the second time that's happened in this video, in this live. I could take a pattern that's on paper and just go from that. I don't need a tutorial anymore, but it does always help if you don't have a pattern to go by. A tutorial is great too. So
yeah, I find like learning something new, I like the video tutorial, but I also like having a written pattern too. And I find that by doing that, it also teaches you how to read the patterns.
Yeah.
And I mean, now, some tutorials, if they don't have a free written pattern, then I just watch and write down what I really need to know. But overall, I mostly written patterns.
And to answer your question, Tracy, yes, if you were to buy my pattern, you could email me anytime if you have any trouble. I would not mind helping you out.
And the same thing with my patterns. If y'all ever have questions, just ask me.
That is understandable, Ricola. I mean, Crystal.
Bye, Brenda.
Bye, Brenda. Thank you for coming.
I hope you have a good day. And don't do anything I would do. See, now I have you coughing.
Yeah. Do you know whose turn it was to ask a question?
I think I went last.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Describe yourself in 3 words.
So, how would you describe yourself?
Bye, Crystal. Thank you for coming in.
Bye, Crystal.
I think compassionate, thoughtful, and worrisome are my most biggest. I worry a lot about things that I cannot change. I try to be as thoughtful as I can, and I am compassionate towards animals and I guess insects or bugs or anything like that. I may not like certain ones, but I try not to kill them. I try to respect their life and stuff like that. Because if we had a giant walking around and just stepped on a small, human, that's inconsiderate of their life. And so if I see a bug, like I think we talked about these, the doodle bugs, they're called woodlouse. If I see one like laying on its back like this with its legs up trying to do like this and it can't get up, I will flip it over or pick it up and go and put it in the grass. If I see a salamander, Tom had a salamander yesterday and I picked him up. I picked Tom up and made him stop chasing it while it could get away. So I don't like if I can help save something from Tom or Oreo, I will do that. It's good karma, I believe.
I would go with cheerful. I always try to think positive and look at the positive in things. And I guess goofy because I think y'all all have seen I have a goofy side.
Mm-hmm.
And kind. I always try to be kind towards others and animals. I love me some animals. But yeah, I guess that's what I would go with.
Tracy goes, "Oh my gosh, Crystal, I'm the same way. The only thing I would don't attempt to save are wasps. I'm allergic. I wouldn't save those either.
Or snakes.
Well,
But I mean,
if I had to kill it, say it was getting after our chickens or something like that, yes, I would kill it. But most of the time, I do kill the snakes because I don't know if they're poisonous or not. And we don't. We killed, I think, 19 in one summer. Um, there was a couple of poisonous ones, and then a few were non-poisonous, like just regular chicken snakes. And then we found one in our chicken pen in the house eating eggs, and we killed it inside there. Um, a snake came and ate our baby chicks one time last year before we got the chicks that we're raising now. It ate 3 of our baby chicks. So, yeah, they got to go.
yeah, I know all snakes aren't harmful, but and like some snakes, there's good to them, but I'm like you. I would, I see a snake, I'm going to presume it's poisonous.
Mm-hmm. I know there's certain ways to tell. like the shape of the eyes, the shape of the snout, and the color. Not the color. If the scales go a certain way on the back and the stripes go a certain way on the belly or something like that. That is one way to tell if they're poisonous or not. I think we did have not a water moccasin. What's the other one that likes wet?
Copperhead.
Yes, copperhead. We had several of those. One of them that Tom had come across looked like it had a big triangle shaped head. I mean, back at the back of the head where the neck part is on a snake, it was really curved. So I know that one was poisonous. And I think that one was like a cottonmouth or something, real poisonous.
But the thing is that normally when you see a snake, you're trying to get away. You're not sitting there. Oh, is it poisonous? Let me look at her. Hey, snake, are you poisonous?
Now, Tom, he alerted us to a lot of them last year, and when I see him kind of creep up to something like, what is that? And then jump back, I know it's a snake. It scares me. I don't want him to get bit and then die. So I'll go and get the shovel and kill him. And I feel bad when it's a non-poisonous snake, but I'd rather take a chance at it is poisonous and kill it than letting it get away and it kill somebody or something because it bit it or make them sick. And Tracy's 3 words are giving, passionate, and non-judgmental, which those are great. She's going to go in the opposite direction of snakes too.
Yeah, because it's not like you're going to be taking the time just to look to see, if the snake is poisonous. You want to get away from a snake.
Yeah. Last summer, there was a couple that were at least taller than me, and I'm 4'10". Longer, of course. If you hold them up, it was taller than me, and I'm 4'10". And when they get that big, that's no. Kill it, no matter what it is.
And then I read something that when I think right before a copperhead strikes, you'll smell cucumber.
I've heard that too.
Hi, Jody.
Oh no.
But luckily, I haven't had much experiences in coming in contact with snakes.
And that's good because, Louisiana has a lot of wet areas. So, that's pretty good that you haven't come in contact with, copperheads or cottonmouths or, anything, water moccasins that are poisonous.
Now, one time at the nature trail, this guy pointed out a copperhead in one of the trees.
Ooh.
I was like, oh. And I remember one time walking back. This was as a kid. Me and my mom were walking back from the store, and we were walking through a field,
Mm-hmm.
and it was kind of like a path that And all of a sudden, right in front of me, a snake just went right across.
Oh.
But it just kept going. So, and I don't even know if it was poisonous. And then another time I was in the field and some kids were like, pick up this board. And I didn't think anything of it. There were a bunch of snakes. I just put the board down and
Me, I would be scared because scorpions live around wooded areas. You know, if you have a pile of wood, there's going to be scorpions in that. Or if there's, they like certain kinds of trees, and I think it's pine trees, and or maybe it's something else. I'm really not sure. But we've had 6 scorpions just in about a month and a half to 2 months pop up. We've had 3 that we've seen in the last 2 days. And these are not the scorpions that will kill you, but they will make you feel deathly sick. You know what? And I actually think I took a picture of it. There was one in Tom and Oreo's water bowl that's in the backyard. It drowned itself. And Mama found one in her bathroom, crawling. And then one outside her door that same, next day. Oh no. You're not going to be able to see it. Let's see if I can turn my brightness down.
Yeah,
that was in their water. That's the kinds we have here.
Mm-mm.
She has been stung before. She's been stung 8 times. I've never been stung. I have had many close encounters, but I've never been stung. Yes, that is true, Tracy, because they cannot control their venom. So the little ones will sting you, and they can't. They don't know how to control the venom, so they let out too much. So it's better to be stung by a big scorpion than a little one. If you ever get stung by a little one, get your butt to the hospital.
And they say that with snakes too. The little baby snakes are the worst.
Yeah.
Tracy's talking about possums. And that reminds me, one time there was a possum on the roof to our garage. It was just hanging out up there. I was like, okay. And one time at my parents' house, I opened up a door in the bathroom, and there was a possum. I screamed.
Oh my goodness. We've had a couple of possums show up at our house. We haven't had one in a while, but we had a baby possum come up one time, and they're half blind, so they can't really see too well. But we just run them off, or we put traps out to trap them, and then we have our exterminator guy who actually came yesterday to spray for the scorpions. He'll come and set traps, and once we catch them, he'll come get them and take them off. Not the scorpions, the possums. We figured out the possum had made himself a home in my garden bench. Had little babies in there. Oh no. Oh. The last time I saw Itzy, there was a baby possum in the garage. And then I don't know if it ever hurt her or they got in a fight or whatever. But the next day I woke up and that's when I could not find Itzy. So.
I just thought of another possum story.
Go ahead.
One time there was a possum right in front of our front door. And when we had our cat Izzy, and she ran outside. And it was just like, oh my, but nothing happened. But yeah, big old possum at our front door.
There was one time I opened the back door and there's a screen door. Um, and I guess somehow that had got left open, like, this much. I opened the door and there's a huge rat. I mean, rat, not a mouse. It was a rat, probably a pound or two. And I just shut the door back and I went out my mama's door from her bedroom and I said, "Stay in here. Don't open the back door. Don't go outside. Just stay in here." So I went around to the garage, got something to catch it in, and hauled it off because she hates rats as much as I hate scorpions. Aw. Yeah, that's usually one reason why possums come up to our house is to get the cat food. So, is it your turn for a question?
I think so. I can't remember the last question asked. Let's see. What does your favorite breakfast consist of? I would go with some biscuits and white gravy. You know, that white gravy with the little sausage in it,
Mm-hmm.
and some ham and bacon. And no eggs. I don't do eggs. How about you, Crystal?
Um, I guess an omelet with jalapenos, tomatoes, cheese, garlic, and salt and pepper, and then some kind of hot sauce, whether it's picante, Tabasco, Louisiana hot sauce, any of those, and then bacon and I guess some biscuits and gravy. Yeah, I do like biscuits and gravy, or toast and gravy, or just plain bread and gravy. She said, Tracy says, "I love eggs over easy with toast and sausage gravy. Yum." Hi, Jamie. Welcome
Hi,
in.
Jamie.
Glad you could make it.
But yeah, I wish I liked eggs because like omelets always look so good. All the stuff you can put in omelets,
Mm.
and I can't do them. I mean, like I
Have
could use
you
them as
ever
a
put
binding
hot
agent.
sauce in the egg while it's cooking? Like, say you're going to scramble some eggs, put a lot of hot sauce in with the eggs as you're beating it up, and that kind of takes some of the egg flavor away and cooks in the flavor of the hot sauce.
And even like whenever I make French toast, I'm like trying to get as much of the egg residue off. Like I just try to like barely get egg. But every now and then I can taste that, too much egg. Like you'll hit a spot and it's like,
Jamie's asking what's up. Not much.
oh, and Frank's the opposite. Frank loves him some eggs. He'll
Mhm.
cook up like 5 at a time. I'm just like,
Thank you, Jamie. Tracy, for letting Jamie know what we're talking about. Yes, Connie had asked, "What is your favorite breakfast consist of?" And when she says, "What's up, chicks?" it reminded me again. I found out the breed of Missy. She is a New Hampshire Red breed chicken. I am so happy to find that out. Tracy loves hard boiled eggs. I like hard boiled eggs cut in half with salt and pepper on them, and I'm not real fond of the yellow yolk boiled, so I put hot sauce on that too, and let it soak in. And then when I eat it, I don't taste the yolk as bad.
but talking about breakfast foods, now I'm craving biscuits and gravy.
She says, hold on, doorbell. Someone's at her door.
I don't want nobody at my door. Not after last night. Oh, and then I guess about 6 months or so back, there was another time at about 1 o'clock in the morning. The police knocked on our door,
Oh my goodness.
and this was because Frank's battery went out in our car,
Uh-huh.
and he had left it overnight at the bread store, and he even asked to make sure if it was okay.
Mhm.
And the lady was like, fine. So evidently, there was a rig that didn't think it could pass,
Uh-huh.
and they called. And they basically were coming to our door saying, if you don't move your vehicle, we're gonna have to tow it. And we're just like, okay, that's our only vehicle, and everyone's sleeping. Who can you really call in the middle of the night? But luckily, Frank had asked if there was any way the cop could bring him, and the cop did. So they took care of it. And even the next day, whenever Frank went back to see about it, he told the lady at the bread store what happened. And she was like, she didn't understand that. She's like, you were not parked in the way. The trucks always are able to pass.
Mhm.
And even Frank said, because he used to be a trucker, the guy had enough room.
Yeah.
But I get it, because with a rig, especially if you're not as experienced driving,
Mhm.
you don't want to hit something. Mm.
Jody says, I love scrapple and French toast. I'm not really sure if she means snapple, maybe, or
Yeah,
scrambled eggs.
yeah. Tabasco is the best hot sauce, which is made in Louisiana.
I love Tabasco the most, but I do like Frank's Red Hot. I like Louisiana hot sauce and picante, which has, the onions and the peppers and all that kind of stuff and bits of tomato. And that's if I'm going to put it on top of my eggs. But if I'm making scrambled eggs, I put a liquid hot sauce in the eggs while I scramble them and then cook it in that way. It puts the flavor of the hot sauce and it kind of cooks out the heat of it.
Now, if you ever come back to Louisiana, you should go to Avery Island where the Tabasco plant is at.
Mhm.
It's beautiful out there.
I'll have to look that up. Cholula, Lula. How would you say that? Lulu, Cholula.
Cholula.
I think I've had that before. It has a female on it. I think one of my favorite breakfasts is since I started cleaning eating is a sweet potato breakfast bowl. Hmm. I don't think I've ever had anything like that.
Ooh, make some sweet potato waffles.
Cha-doo-doo. Okay. Oh, okay. She says, no, it's scrapple. Consists of leftover pig parts and made in a loaf, and you slice it and fry it.
That kind of sounds like ham. That sounds like.
Or spam, something kind of like spam.
It sounds kind of like it's just a different part of the pig.
Yeah. To her, sweet potato anything is good. Mama likes sweet potatoes too.
I like making baked sweet potato fries.
Scrapple does not sound appetizing. I have ate spam before. If it's anything like spam, I guess I would like it. But if it's not, then I'm not a big ham eater. I do like spiral ham, but I'm not big on like lunch meat ham, and I'm not big on um, other kinds of ham. But I do like the spiral ham. I will eat that, and um, some spam.
See, I used to love ham, which I'm not really as big on ham much anymore because I find it's too salty.
Mm-hmm. The spiral hams are really salty.
Yeah, fried spam is good.
Fried spam is great. Yeah, it. I had that a couple of times. My grandmother don't really like spam, so when she buys a can of it, she makes it for me and my brother. And those what are they? Vienna sausages are pretty good too. And Trey likes those. That's my brother.
Now you have me thinking about the little bitty sausages, like where you put it in the crock pot with like barbecue sauce and the meatballs too.
The little smokies.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, my mama would make. So would my papa. They would take biscuits and break the biscuit in half and then wrap it around the little smoky sausage and make pigs in a blanket that way. You fry it until it is very crisp and serve with maple syrup. Not, no, not like spam. Some call it mush or mush. Mm. Well, I mean, it might be good. I don't know.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yep. I only like
All like
hormel
different things.
Vienna sausage. They are hard to find out nowadays. Yeah, some Vienna sausage do taste better than others. All right, well, I didn't realize I was over an hour and a half. It's almost an hour and 40 minutes. Okay, so we actually got through 8 questions you asked for and I asked for, huh?
Something like that.
Okay. Well, at least I marked off 4. I don't know if we went through another one. It's a southern thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was 4.
Okay. Well, that's still not bad. Eight questions in an hour and 40 minutes. All right. So, thank you everybody for coming to my Tuesday live chat. This coming Friday, I will have Alicia with Young 40 Mom with me as my guest star. So that will be at 6:30 Central Standard Time. That is 4:30 on the California coast and 7:30 on the Florida side. So I hope to see y'all then. And I just want to say thank you again for joining me and Connie. Would you like to say anything, Connie?
Um, Tomorrow I will be going live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Jeannie with butterfly dreams, butterfly dreams crochet with I'm getting tongue tied. Butterfly dreams crochet with Jeannie. I think that's her full name. I might be a little off with the wording. But anyway, she's going to be my guest star tomorrow. So I hope y'all can make it. And I think everyone that here today is familiar with my channel. So, and I want to thank you, Crystal, for having me and putting up with me.
And then I should be on your channel, I think, next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then I'll be on her channel. So, and we always have each other on our channels. We alternate weeks. So the next time, 2 weeks from now, she'll be here back with me again. So that's always fun. So anyway, yeah, happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope y'all have a great afternoon. And I just want to say thank you again. I will see y'all later. Bye.
Bye, everyone.